Well, following on from my top 20 records that I like to particularly play, and this is, I'm not rating them, I'm just saying in my order of playing anyway. And I've always liked Bryan Ferry. I didn't like him at first. I liked him Roxy Music, yes, and Virginia Playing and so on and so forth. Then when he went on to do some solo material, I thought, do I get this? Do I not get this? And a girlfriend at the time, she had that first Bryan Ferry album, where he's with the T-shirt, on the T-shirt and there's various covers on it. So I wasn't too keen on it because I had a thing at that time about people doing covers. I don't know why. Anyway, I warmed to it, and subsequently, I've really enjoyed his music. Unfortunately, not so much from him over the years. The frustrating thing that I find with Bryan Ferry is release schedule wise. You get a constant rehash of greatest hits or collections of his, which is really frustrating. I'd like to see a proper treatment, a proper cleanup of all the solo albums, and have them released. Release it in a box set. I can't see what the problem would be there anyway. As I've told you before, a friend of mine and I went to the Birmingham Odeon, and we were trying to blag our way in to interview him, but that didn't quite come off anyway. But if you look in the videos, you'll see something about that. This is the album I'm talking about anyway. Bryan Ferry, Let's Stick Together. See him in his classic pose there, and that wispy sort of mid-ear moustache. I think that's a Shure SM58 microphone, which I've got one in my studio. That's the rear of it. There we are. Now, Jerry Hall is on this because she was in a relationship with him at one time. Let's Stick Together. Is it something Harrison? It's down as Harrison. I'm thinking what the name of the guy who wrote it. Is it not something Willie Harrison? I think it is anyway. Excuse me if I've got it wrong. Then there's Casanova, Sea Breezes, 6 minutes 10 seconds long. Shame, Shame, Shame. 2HB. The Price of Love. Now, that, I think, is a great cover. And then you've got Jerry Hall coming across and doing this, this yelp. Now, I've always wondered, is it really her that's doing the singing, yelping, etc. on it? She looks fantastic, having said that. Maybe let me know. The Price of Love, Don and Phil Everly. Chance Meeting, Bryan Ferry composition. It's Only Love, Lennon McCartney song. You Go to My Head, Gillespie Coots. Remake, Remodel, and Heart on My Sleeve, Gallagher and Lyle hit. You'll probably remember that. Featured on this album, Bryan Ferry, vocal, keyboards, harmonica, Chris Spedding, guitar, Paul Thompson, drums, John Wetton, bass, and Chris Mercer, tenor sax. Of course, John Wetton's no longer with us. Also, Mel Collins, Martin Droyer, trumpet, Eddie Jobson, violin, synthesizer, Morris Pert, percussion, that'll be Johnny Gustafsson, bass on track 10, Rick Wills, bass track 3, John Porter, bass track 5. They had trouble with the bass of the bass players, didn't they? Strings arranged by Ann Odell, Phil Manzanera, guitar track 10, Dave O'List, he was in The Nice, wasn't he? Guitar track 7, Neil Hubbard, guitar track 2. Chorus, Jackie Sullivan, Helen Chappell, Paddy McHugh, Doreen Shantner, Vicky Brown, Martha Walker, It doesn't say actually about Jerry Hall singing there, does it? Recorded at Air and Island Studios, London, 73 76. Engineer Steve Nye and John Punter. Assistants Nigel Walker and John Walls. Produced by Chris Thomas and Bryan Ferry for EG Records, 1976. So there you go. That's my latest in my playlist anyway. So I hope you've enjoyed this, and watch out for the next ones that I shall do. Any comments on Bryan Ferry, please let me know. If you know why the solo albums are not being cleaned up, remastered and re-released, say as a box set or whatever, I don't know. I'd like to see them though. Just keep getting these greatest hits things of yours. Still, join me again sometime soon. Tick a like if you've enjoyed it, and if you've not subscribed, please subscribe now. And yes, I do have the CD version of this as well. The reason why I'm showing the LP is bigger picture, and you can see front, back and everything, and it's easier for me to read, isn't it, with my poor old eyes. Bye. Have a great day.